And that is what I see in these two players. Xavier, a player who has been on the rise. One of the best Marios to do it so far, coming in from TCNJ, so he's from the south side. Not much representation, but we do know for sure, Mario versus Bowser, an instant classic.
Absolutely. One for the books.
Oh.
Yeah, this Bowser's coming out swinging, no doubt about it.
No, yeah, EO representing the Stevens crew from North Jersey, and both of these players so far not disappointing, but one thing to keep in sure is Mario combo heavy. He thrives off the combos, and a big, heavy character in Bowser, the heaviest character in the game, I should say. You know,
Absolutely.
it's gonna be a hard time for Bowser, but so far EO not disappointing, doing a really good job just maintaining all the stage control.
Yeah, EO's playing this really smart. This is definitely a difficult matchup for Bowser because Mario gets so much off of any sort of interaction he wins. It's going to lead to dozens and dozens of % or a kill.
Yeah, and so far, you know, EO starting to fade back a little bit, not wanting to do a little too much because he understands now Xavier's just getting in. He's finding in those moments to finally get those connections going in. And one big hit from either of these players is going to be enough. And the up B out of shield.
Definitely.
Not an option that you see kill too often, but when it does, hey, 164% with a max rage Bowser, of course.
Yeah, what move doesn't kill at that point, right? Yeah, I like the way EO's using center stage really, really smart. Just giving up interaction sometimes, playing neutral in such a way that they get to control the center stage. It's so far paying off.
Yeah, and a lot of patience coming out from EO as well. You know, he's not forcing in the approach. He understands he is at a kill %. Anything and everything will kill at this point with Mario, but not making it easy. The back air is not going to get the sweet spot of it. Still going to live it out. EO doing a tremendous job and not going to go for the back air when he could have gotten that easy punish. That's usually a Mario classic.
Definitely. Ooh, this is ambitious. Xavier wants that kill really bad. And I can't blame him. 200% Bowser. I'm afraid for him.
Okay, up air. Not your usual
go.
kill option, but when it kills, it's going to be definitely around 200%. Doesn't matter what character you are. But a back air as well when you're Bowser and you're taking 10 toes to your face. Yeah,
yes, sir.
That is a stock and a half.
Yeah, that'll wake you up. It's, again, very safe out of shield. Getting out of combos.
Yeah, and these up Bs out of shield have really been the difference maker. It's that tough guy armor that Bowser has, you know, and already attacking on 65%. Xavier, in a game where you feel like Mario should be going off and just taking full control of the stage and of this game in general, I love the usage of the cape. Double reverse cape.
That was so sneaky. Very nice edge guard.
Yeah, coming out pretty clutch right now. Xavier, at this point, it's not even Xavier. It's Mario the character. One interaction off stage. Get Bowser off stage one time. If you are able to do any sneaky option like that, especially with the usage of cape again, that is your game to win and your game to potentially steal.
Yeah, EO's getting out of these combos, but just can't find solid footing. Really hard to win a neutral interaction this matchup.
Yeah, I was expecting the fair to come out a little bit earlier, just a little bit hesitant is Xavier. He doesn't want to overcommit too much because he understands one command grab, anything at this point from Bowser could be enough, and this could be the cape. Goes. Oh, that was
interesting.
Yeah, that was
for the gimp, but we didn't really need it.
And I feel like EO started giving up on the mashing of the up B a little too soon. He felt, you know, he was going to be in a tech situation. You saw the nair coming out from Mario. I mean, you're going to see real close. Well, first let's talk about that double cape mishap.
Yeah, that was unreal. That was so funny.
He already called out the cape. EO did a tremendous job with being patient in up being because there's a few frames where even if you up B in time and you're preparing for the cape, you're still going to be sent the opposite direction. But that time, you know, it didn't matter. Xavier was just 5 steps ahead of him and decided to cape again just to reassure himself that he was going to get the stock. That's going to get in the game. I mean, that last stock in general, you know, it was supposed to be a tech situation. Unfortunately, it wasn't a tech situation for Bowser as he was able to actually clip Mario before he got the hit. And that's going to be Xavier's game that he just stole. And EO, a tremendous job in the beginning, but couldn't finish it out.
Yeah, both these players are being really consistent. I think that was really great coverage from Xavier, like you said, just 5 steps ahead. Very brainy player so far. Excited to see where this one goes. A lot of pressure off stage.
Yeah, but as mentioned already, Bowser excels in these kind of moments where, you know, if you give him the stage control, if you give him any control in general, he's just going to take full advantage. But Xavier finally coming to an understanding. I have to maintain the ground game and also the air game, because as long as Bowser's in the air, that's free juggles. That's free damage coming out.
Yeah, Bowser's one of those characters, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile, and then he'll take your stock.
right. Things are starting to calm down a little bit. EO getting those up B out of shield conversions as he once was. That's a Bowser classic at this point. If you're not up being with Bowser out of shield, crazy stock.
Whoa.
But the patience coming out from Xavier, understanding. All right, he's either gonna spot dodge or he's gonna try to throw out an attack. But let me
really
charge this
testing
forward
each other.
smash.
Hold out the spot dodge and everything. Yeah, Xavier just getting so much off of every single neutral success.
Ooh. Questionable DI. I feel like he could have lived that, but you know what?
That was that gotta go home DI.
Yeah, but it's all right. You know what? Xavier's just still doing a tremendous job so far, maintaining, you know, most of the stage control, finally getting these hits now and has a slight percent lead. Nothing to get too comfortable with, but Mario combos for days. Gonna get stuffed out, though.
Yeah, he's touching that shield. He's touching that shield and it's paying the price.
A lot of up B out of shield coming out from EO. They've been paying off, but I feel like eventually the more that you do them, your opponent's going to start catching on to those.
Definitely. Yeah. Not only that, it's getting a little stale, I reckon. Not that that matters a tremendous amount.
I mean, as long as it's doing the damage, because Bowser, it doesn't matter what Bowser throws out. As long as you're around 60, 70%, you are already dead to almost anything and everything.
Yeah, takes you to 60. That's plenty.
Ooh, and had the call out right there with the roll read, but just the frame invincibilities coming out to save Xavier. In the meantime, getting these damages here and there. It's a lot of small, like a lot of 1-2s. We're not really seeing combo heavy type hits from either of these players.
Yeah, exactly. It's a real back and forth. I think EO is definitely getting a lot more callouts, a little more adaptable, and getting a little bit more of a read on Xavier.
But Xavier, you know, not even with the up smash and the up air as well, Bowser being the heaviest character in the game.
That was so mean.
And that was really hesitant as well coming out from EO, because he could have just snapped ledge instantly, if not up B at any point, but decided to wait, and at the worst possible time, it cost him that stock. And what could have been, you know, something that he could have extended his lead towards.
Definitely. Yeah, Xavier's doing a really good job of punishing these half measures.
Okay, oh my gosh. Cape. Had the cape again, but we save our jump and wasn't hesitant to use that up B out of panic again. But now, Xavier tacking on damage, and it doesn't take that much to kill Bowser. All you need is one sweet spot if fair to potentially take the stock.
Certainly. Yeah, I think Xavier has a lot of momentum right now. He is going to have to put a stop to this quick if they want to get the game back. Ooh, barely misspaced.
Up tilt, I should say, is not going to be able to kill yet. EO is fishing for that command grab, that side B. May or may not be able to do it, not sure. In a stage like Small Battlefield, you know, it's really hard to tell. But one thing for sure, you're almost out of max rage, and for sure, almost anything is going to kill for Bowser. But the down.
Yeah, it's going to take it.
Wow. Just enough.
Nice. Great game. Yeah, I feel like with Small Battlefield, it's maybe still new enough relatively. It's sometimes hard to tell. Like with these stages we've seen for years, you know, if you see something go down, you're like, all right, they're dead. The Small Battlefield, I think they just change the blast zone sometimes for fun.
Yeah. I mean, Small Battlefield is honestly no different from regular Battlefield. It's just, you know, minus the middle top platform. But, you know, both these players played phenomenally. It really felt like, you know, these two had a good understanding of what they were doing against the respective opponent's character.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You know, Mario wasn't really getting those combo heavy juggles that we were used to seeing, but you know, EO was doing a tremendous job SDIing out of a lot of the attacks. EO was getting his big hits here and there. I feel like he got a little bit too greedy in a few instances, but it didn't cost him too much when it mattered. I mean, both games went down to last hit, last stock. So,
yeah,
you know, kudos to both these players.
Yeah, that was exhilarating.
Did really well. You know, Xavier just punched his ticket into top 8.
Love to see it.
EO ends his run at 9. You know, not
bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of Xavier tonight. Seeing where we go from here. Definitely both pretty brainy players. I really liked Xavier's coverage, especially off stage. I thought it was really interesting to see the way they kind of like influenced the other player to do X, Y, and Z and then punish accordingly. I thought that was really good to see.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just a tremendous job from both these players. I mean, there's not really much else you could say. Xavier coming out to represent TCNJ. We are in the college, and I believe he's the only representative left of TCNJ. So, you know, the farther he goes, the better, you know.
Yeah, let's take it all the way. We're rooting for you.
Ooh, nice one. So, we're going to go straight to the winner's side of bracket. Hydra versus Andromeda. Hydra, no honestly, no introduction needed. This kid has been grinding on Wi-Fi for years. Decided to come out of his cave, and in his first year, I mean, in his first season, really, where he was consistent and going out immediately top 10 PR in Jersey.
Love to see it.
Yeah, there's really no introduction needed for a player of his caliber. We already knew what he was capable of in the Wi-Fi scene, but transitioning from Wi-Fi to offline and seeing what he's been able to do and what he's still doing at this level of play. I mean, winner side of top 8 of this event. That's not something that anybody can say. Yeah,
impressive. Flipping from Wi-Fi to LAN is, it's not easy, and the players who can, they really prove themselves in that Wi-Fi era, and it's always good to see, who stays, who goes. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, no, we can't take anything away from his opponent either. Andromeda, a solid player. He's always been right there on the spectrum of, gatekeeper, but he finally was able to surpass that in the Philly PR these last 2 seasons. He's been part of the Philly gang for a while, though. Beautiful. He is South Jersey. So,
all right, shout out Jersey.
Yeah, he is South